Hey, what's good? You got Fusion here, back with another video. Um, First, been a while. Haven't been posting. Haven't been uploading. Just been busy, bro. I've said this in a couple of my videos, but I'm getting married. So I'm doing just a lot of uh, wedding stuff. So like, I just don't have time, and sometimes I don't really feel like recording. So yeah, I was off on the daily uploads and everything. But I'll be back. I'll start posting daily again this week. Um, I should I should be able to post daily all week. I don't know if I'll be able to post Wednesday, but we'll see. Anyway, I did give this Chance album some listens, uh, and I like it. I like it. I do like it. I think just off the rip, he's rapping better. What he is saying and how he is saying it is better. The beats he is using and how he is using them is better. That's a fact. I think that Chance is awesome. I think Chance, uh, as a rapper, has came back and showed a lot of us, that he still got it. Me personally, I did a video, talking about the track list, and I think I did two videos on Chance. If not, this will be like my second one. This is not a review because I don't want to do a review with this album because I wanted to talk about Chance the Rapper as a whole. Wow, that sounds crazy. I just want to talk about just Chance the Rapper, what he should do next and where he should go from here. Um, he dropped a great album. I could expect maybe a music video if they don't have one yet. Tree and Gun in Your Purse. I would personally like one of I love this of the Starslide intro. That was a really good intro. It definitely like reminded me of old Chance in his bag, Chance finding a minimalistic beat, which I think that's what he was trying to do a few times on the big day. I can't remember. Like I tried to listen to it again and I just couldn't get through it. But there's a few songs where he was rapping on a very like minim minimalistic beat where it's not doing a lot of crazy stuff as far as uh, crazy hi hats, 808s. Very very simple sounding beat. Then he'll get on it and he'll just spit. And I think we need. I would like him to do that more. So I would want him to be on some features. He was gone for he hasn't dropped a full album, quote unquote. I think he said in a recent. Well, I can just look it up. This was in 2025. Let's look up Chance. Chance. Oh yeah, I've been spamming Not Like Us. By the way, guys. Yeah, that his last album was The Big Day, 2025, 2019. And if you want to count keep the shit out of the way. If you want to count his uh Christmas album, he did drop that, and he also had a few singles, and he had like a little I want to say like a 3 or 4 pack, if I'm not mistaken. Is it on here? Oh, it would be on his singles, I assume, and his EPs. It had let me see if I can find it just real quick. And he dropped this little 2 pack. I ain't listened to that. I ain't listened to that either. I ain't listened to that. Nope. Nope. That's on the album. Yeah, I ain't listened to that either. Yeah, he dropping songs. It just doesn't matter. Like, I don't know. I feel like he had a run going with, the big, uh, coloring book. The big day happened. He should have, I want to say, maybe like a year or even that same year, drop something else like a 4 or 5 piece of him just spitting and rapping. I felt like a lot of people got off of him. I feel like a lot of artists who I feel like could use or would use a Chance the Rapper feature. Mick Jenkins has dropped a couple projects, same thing as Smino, and I feel like they do work with Chance. Chance has a few songs I believe with Mick Jenkins. That grown ass kid, that song is really good. It was left off of like the coloring book, so go look it up on YouTube. It's a great song. Um, and I think that Chance at this point in his career, he has I guess 2 albums, and then the rest are mixtapes. Just like I don't know, like depending on what you think about that, how you word it, just like whatever. Um, yeah, he has 2 albums and 3 mixtapes. I want to say he has one classic mixtape with that acid rap, and then two great mixtapes with the coloring book and um, 10 Day. This is a quality project. I'm not mad at it. I personally give it like a 7.5. That is just me just giving it a like quick rating. But will Chance be able to follow up? Will he be able to stay where he is at now? He made himself back up here. He dropped a really quality project. I don't want to say it sucks that there's a few more the Clips album, Freddie Gibbs album, the Jit album. All those are better than this album, I think. Yeah, I can confidently say that all those albums are better than this Chance album. But I hope that it does not get buried by all of the other good hip hop that's coming out. I hope he gets some flowers for this album. I hope he does like return, and he sounds healthy from his various interviews. I've been trying to keep up with Chance as the person as well as the rapper, because I feel like what hurt him, and it wasn't because he was married. It wasn't. I don't think that was the problem. The music was just bad. I don't think it was a content problem. I'm sure if he would have did this or did that a nostalgic enjoying this time with my wife album and made it a good album, I don't think there would be an issue. But the problem was it was bloated. Um, that title track was one of the worst songs I ever heard. It was too slow. I felt like it was trying to be something that it wasn't. Um, Francis the Lights, that's his name, right? I feel like he took over the song and was like, "Hey, Chance, this is what we should do," and it just sounded really, really bad. Yeah, Francis and the Lights. I hate that song, and I don't think it helped that he was on there. Now let's compare some features on here. So you go, we're on the big day. He had John Legend, Death Cab for Cutie. I don't know who that is. Smino, Made in Tokyo, Da Baby, that horrible ass song, Hot Shower. In Vogue, Ari Lennox, Kiara Shared, Taylor Bennett, his brother Coco Rossi, Knox Fortune. I don't know who that is. Uh, Meg The Stallion, Gucci Mane, Shawn Mendes, Randy Newman, Cowboy, Lil Durk, Nicki, SUV, Pretty V. She's the person from that. She does like the skits and shit. Dixon and Nicki Minaj. Look at those names. It seems like that was supposed to be the Chance the Rapper album right there. You got all those people on there. And then you go to Do or Die, Jamel Woods, BJ the Chicago Kid, Baby Chief, Baby Chief Do It with his possible AI verse, Vic Mensa, Joey Badass, Young Thug, and Tia Courtney. Tia Courtney, I think that's how you say it. I don't know. Wayne and Smino. Another BJ the Chicago Kid feature with Lion Babe and Jay Electronica and Jasmine Sullivan. Completely different. Of course, you still got the big names here like Lil Wayne and Young Thug and yeah. I don't consider a lot of these people big names much anymore. Joey did win that battle, but it sucks because I feel like a lot of people really didn't care about that battle. And I also think it was sort of forced how they were trying to do it. I feel like it could have been done better, but it's not that important. Jay Electronica, that's a name that rap fans should know. I actually did like his verse on here, but there was an obvious difference on Nicki Minaj was on there twice, right? I don't know if she was on there twice or I'm just getting Nicki and Meg Thee Stallion like confused because they're both whatever. But there was quite a bit of big names on there. These names aren't so big. BJ the Chicago Kid is dope. It looks like Chance was trying to go more towards a Chicago safe sound. It definitely like reminded me of Big Day. There's some coloring book vibes, but he definitely went back. Knew what he did well on those albums, on those mixtapes, and replicated it. So I hope, again, like in closing, because this was just like a bunch of rambling, and I definitely wanted to say something real quick. If you made it this far in the video and you're crying and complaining about the new Cracker Barrel logo, you're soft and you're a loser. All right, let's get back to the video. Yeah, man. He needs to come back. He still needs to get some features. He needs to be on features. I think that's what hurt him over these past few years is I don't think he was doing the big features like he was. He does not have that Kanye feature. He does not have that Kanye push anymore. I mean, I don't think you should be doing any music with Kanye right now. I don't think he's in the right space. I think it's a bad look for you. I think he is just poison right now. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, 50-50, you going to get a good song or you just going to get a song that is just going to be forgettable. Like a lot of what he's dropping. I mean, Ye fans don't want to hear it, but there's a special delusion that you got to be a modern Kanye West fan and enjoy what he has been putting out. Vultures 1 and Vultures 2, they got maybe 3 or 4 good tracks on each of them. And Vultures 2 sounds like all of the leftovers on Vulture 1, and he was like, oh shit, I gotta drop an album because I said I was going to, and he slightly cleaned them up a little bit and then put them out. Like, just a few of those songs sound like they're in the same session. But let me just, going on a tangent, Chance, do not do any more music with Kanye West. Do not do any features with Kanye West. If you are going to get the big name features like Kanye, like Drake, like Kendrick, I hope you get on a track with J. Cole. I think that I want to see you now with some spitters. This album showed to me that you can handle your own. You can handle a track with solid rappers such as Lil Wayne. The Tree song does not give the rap skill that they can do justice. So I was having a hard time saying that one. But yeah, Lil Wayne, Jay Electronica, he held his own. I think that Jay had a better verse, but I don't think Chance had a horrible verse. But he held his own. I want to see him rap with those hungry rappers, those veterans. He needs to rap with some vets. He needs to rap with some beasts. He needs to rap with some goats. I think it's time for that. I think this if this album wasn't good or flopped, then I think he would just be gone. But I would love to hear a project or a song, him featuring Jid or Jid as a feature or shit. Him and Mick Jenkins still, of course. I would love to hear that. Him and Saba, like to bring that back. And I think that that could be said with a lot of the rappers currently. I think a lot of them need to get in the studio with people that are perceived better than them and bounce off ideas and rap with them. I've said that for a while. My conversation in fake beef slash beef with Meg Thee Stallion. She needs to do something different, and I would love to see her spit with some spitters. Like get an 8-piece, 10-piece. Just it don't have to be long. It don't got to be crazy, but you get on an album with some rappers, men and women, because I think there's Rap City, there's Lil Sims. When Doja Cat is locked in and wants to, she can make a good rap song. Dolce is out there. She makes good music and good rap, and she's a great performer. And then you can go back and see if you can pull MC Light out of retirement, or Queen Latifah out of like retirement, or see if Lil Kim wants to give you a verse. I think that should be where Meg Thee Stallion goes. Same thing with Chance. Chance needs to get on these. I don't think he needs to drop like a little pack or nothing, especially since he just dropped an album. But he needs to get some features with these guys. I think it's time for people to. It's time for Chance to put himself in the conversation of being great rappers. I don't even know if Chance the Rapper is a better rapper than Big Sean. I don't know if Chance the Rapper is better than who's another rapper on the Big Sean level. I think that Big Sean, this is probably gonna be like a whole nother video. I think that Big Sean is the perfect bar for a rapper. Big Sean does everything a rapper should be doing at a 7.5. If you're not at Big Sean level, you're trash. Big Sean is the perfect mid artist, mid rapper, which should be good. Well, actually, mid would be like a 5. So I think he is an above average. Well, no. If that's the case, then yeah, I got Big Sean as the bar. So I'm putting him at a 5, and just for sake of conversation. I think he still has great albums that can be great. I think he has 7 and 8s for albums, but just as a rapper, just get on the mic and kill it. He should be the bar. Him being Big Sean. I don't know if Chance has beat the bar yet. I don't know if Chance has. He's not at rapping wise. I do not think he is a better rapper than Joey Badass. I think they're on the same level as album making, but I still think it's Joey makes his albums more so gritty, and I'm gonna spit and rap. Chance tries to give you some sort of conversation, and Joey does too. But I think the project, a Chance the Rapper project, is themed. It always has a theme. This one is definitely more biblical. There's a lot of racial stuff into this. Like, y'all gotta do your research on some of these names, like the Negro Problem, Drapetomania. I think that's how you said it. I've read the word. I've did my research on it as well, because I'm very curious sometimes on words. Like you'll see a word in, or like a way someone says like a word or a phrase, and it makes me want to just go and just look it up. But that's just me. But he's always been intentional. He's always been someone who puts faith and racial conversations in his raps. So it makes me further take that look and be like, okay, what is this dude rapping about? What is he saying? What are these album titles? What is he doing? And this is just a good start and a good place for him to be at. And I hope he continues to grow and drops better and good music. I mean, like, I don't know. There's not much else that I would want from Chance the Rapper. This is good. This is good enough for me for now. I'll give some more digestion on this. There's a couple skips on here, but I'll be trying. I was all over the place with this video, but I hope you like it. I'll be back tomorrow, probably with like a actual real video. I had definitely wanted to catch up with you guys on a few things that changed in like the media. There was that Cracker Barrel thing really pissed me off. Like people are really mad about that. There's another thing. Another big thing that happened in media. There's more of this Drake lawsuit updates coming. That's fun, I guess. DJ Academics, he had to get on a Zoom call. I think that was a Zoom call or some sort of call with Meg Thee Stallion's lawyer team. That was an interesting thing. Y'all should check that out. It may be on YouTube, but he's in trouble, man. That's why you got to be careful what you say about people and how you say stuff to your fans and to your people. Like, you got to understand. And I think, nah, I'm not going to touch that. These streamers need to realize what type of fans that they are breeding and making. And they cannot be surprised when the fans that they directly influence and make act exactly like what they actively promote. I'm going to leave it at that. And if that didn't make sense, then I'm sure you're going to catch it tomorrow. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.